It's 1.80, and we are underway. First pitch is outside. 1-2. And right. Another one in the gap. That's going to put the first run. Ohio State loses that one, and they will score that one. Tech goes up 2-0 on a triple from Michael Goldberg. Goldberg and his strong hitting continues.
Comes up. Runs in scoring position, comes up big again.
Yeah.
Like this one was the hanging breaking ball up in the zone. Burhan not able to locate it. And then you get Clegg in the outfield just overrunning that ball. And there's no reason. I mean, you may get Hall going first to third, but there's no play at the plate. But Nolan Clegg overruns it and allows.
Now up Barron Radcliffe, who put on quite an exhibition in batting practice. And on first pitch, fires it out. It is 3-0 Georgia Tech. The Jackets off to a very good start here in the first inning, Roddy.
They certainly are. And the first three did it with 2 strikes. Barron Radcliffe says, no, I'm not going to wait for that.
I'm just going.
I'm going to take the first one. This is really good to see if you're Georgia Tech. Barron Radcliffe, a guy with unreal power. A guy who 23 pitches coming into this inning. So has been really sharp.
That one's hit well. And that one is gone. And Ohio State is on the board with a home run from Noah West. It is 3-1. Nicely done. So Ohio State shows that they are certainly ready to contend and contend hard. And this ball was hit very, very well.
On the outside part of the plate, West just takes it the other way.
Went down and got it.
Exactly. And this is a ballpark that's always friendly to balls hit to right field. But Noah West let Trace Gonzalez swing away because of his speed.
And indeed he did. And that is going to fall in the gap. And Goldberg comes home. It is 4-1 Georgia Tech. Nicely placed. Just put it in the spot. Right over the shortstop and just fell in between everyone.
Yeah, it's not the one you're going to call home and tell mom about, but it is certainly effective.
In a lot of trouble. Has there been an out pitch? And the answer is no. Wow. And that's going to score Compton from third, and that makes it 5-1. That was just short of going all the way.
Jake Holland is probably going in the dugout and then asking the weatherman, when's the wind supposed to pick up going to right? Because that one should have been out.
It should have been out, yeah. I'm sure he was thinking that because that was struck very well.
Just a little too far under it. He lifted it well, but just a little too far under it on a high fastball. All in all, though, you did a job. You scored a run. And that's all that's important.
And that is driven, and it will be a ground rule double. And he's going to go back. And unfortunately, Jackson Webb going back to third because it was a ground rule double. It's one of those times where you'd like it to stay in the park all the way, right?
Yeah, Tech a little unlucky there.
Yeah.
With it bouncing over.
Right.
But what a drive by Austin Wilhite all the way to the warning track in left center field. Trace Gonzalez scores easily.
Perfect shot. Again, just hitting them, as the old saying goes, hitting them where they ain't. And that makes it 7-1. Very impressed with the way Tech just keeps putting the bat on the ball and just, again, nothing fancy, just finding ways to score runs like this.
Well, it looks like Tech is seeing the ball really well out of Garrett Burhan's hands, especially the fact
Goldberg will have to go into plate protection mode, which he does nicely. 12th hit for Georgia Tech. Again, it's very interesting.
I thought it was going to end up outside. It did not.
This one is driven hard and gone. And you talked about the power of Barron Radcliffe, and there is the power. A home run, 2-run homer.
And another 2-strike pitch.
Exactly.
Such a good pitch on the delivery before. Outside corner, 2-seamer that backed up and stayed in. That one got a little too much to the plate, a little too far up.
Yep.
This is what has scouts and Georgia Tech fans really excited about Barron Radcliffe. If it's over the plate and it's elevated, man, can he put a charge into it.
As he just did, and it's now 10-1 Georgia Tech. 13 hits for Georgia Tech. And we'll see in the lineup. We've seen him a couple of times already, of course. This is hit a long way, and it, too, is gone. Another home run. 11-1. I wasn't sure that was going to get out of here because it went so high, Roddy, but it kept going.
Yeah, it certainly
just kept
did.
going.
I tell you, one person who had no doubts about what was happening was Drew Compton.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as he hit that ball, flips the bat. Watch this. Hit it. Oh, it's gone. It's out of here. I'm flipping it. Let's go. Let's hit the jog. Let's hit the jog.
And that was out of here by not a little, by a lot.
When you go halfway up the trees in right field.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
To do about it, right?
Exactly.
And that ball, that's going to let the 12th run score. That ball looks like it slid underneath, and it's going to take.
I think time was called. You had the second base umpire and the third base umpire. Both had their hands up. That's Danny Collins at third base and Daniel Cricks. Watch. Well, you're not going to see it here. As you see, that's the overthrow.
That's the overthrow.
The third base and second base umpires both had their hands up as if time had been called prior to, or they had a balk.
They had yeah, I'm wondering. Well, we have the conference on the mound. And they're sending, the run will stand apparently, but they'll send the runner back to second. So Jackson went back to second.
So we'll probably have to wait for the official ruling on this. But what I would guess is that there was a balk called. And
that's driven to left. And that will score the second Buckeye run of the day on the sacrifice. Now it is 12-2. And that's going to score a run. I guess that's going to be a wild pitch, I think.
Yeah,
you agree?
I would assume both of those, the last two, would both be wild pitches. Especially this last one. I mean,
yeah.
Holland kind of got caught in between what he wanted to do with it a little bit, but that was a break.
Chopper goes to the short, and there's the first error of the day for Georgia Tech. And that will score another run. That makes it 12-4. And I really thought that was going to be kind of routine for Waddell.
It usually is. The thing that makes it tricky is that you've.
Over to third to first, and that is going to do it. Georgia Tech, early on this game, got hits and kept getting hits and kept getting them no matter what the situation was, and they win this one 12-4.
Well, after an opening week where the offense really didn't necessarily gel for Georgia Tech, this was the type of offensive performance that you really wanted to see and you hope starts to get you going. For Ohio State, it's just kind of one of those days. It's one of those days where it didn't go well for you early. And your stud, Garrett Burhan, didn't have his best stuff.
Yep.
So you flush it and move on.
Yep.